Hey guys, what is up? In this video, I'll be talking about 5 tips on starting an online business. The first tip, number 1 tip on starting an online business is you have to change your belief system, right? Whenever somebody comes into their business, there's a different mindset when it comes to starting a business, right? When you're just out there playing around, business is very different. You actually have to believe it and able to achieve it. Some people think, oh, it may not work just because you're starting out. And just know that it may not work. But what you need to do is there's a formula there is that I call the see, believe, achieve formula. If you never seen a business grow, you'll never believe that a business or your business can grow, right? Or you can start or if you've never seen an online business, right? You can't really believe that you could actually start one, right? So the first thing is that you need to see it happen, then you need to believe it, and last you can achieve it. Because if you don't see it, you can't believe it. If you don't believe in it, right, you cannot achieve it. So those are the number 1 when it comes to starting an online business. Number 2 is choosing the right business. Now you could be doing many businesses, whether it's e-com like Shopify, dropshipping, all that stuff, coaching, marketing agency. You could be an expert business selling info products. You could do affiliate marketing. You could do so many things when it comes to online businesses, right? But you need to stick to one thing when you're starting off, because so many people they go off oh, I'm gonna do e-commerce. No, this doesn't work. Oh, I'm gonna go here. I go here, and that's the problem I had with me, where I started e-com. I filled my first 4 stores, and it was the worst time of my life. I went into debt. Things changed. Then I changed the business to marketing agency, and I stuck to that thing for over 2.5 years, right? And then I got really good at it, became an expert. First I sucked, but eventually you'll suck less, right? That you'll actually be so good, right? You'll actually be good at that subject. So what I want you to do is actually stick to it, whatever business you choose. Number 3 is actually choosing, what you like. Stop having this shiny object syndrome, where, so many people go okay, I want to do sales, cool, and then they go learn sales, right? Let's say you already learned sales, and here's what most people would say, right? Or most people that I've seen, since I've been coaching a lot of students of mine, right? And they're okay, Conan, I learned sales, what should I learn next, right? I'm stop having that shiny object syndrome where you're getting distracted by, learning more stuff. And it happens with me sometimes, right? And probably happens with you if you are in business, right? So we're always learning stuff, always growing, right? And then once you learn one thing, you're what's the next thing? What we forget to do is actually implement what we learned. So literally the third tip is basically implement what you learn, right? And stop being distracted through other things, other sort of things, oh, I'm gonna learn this, I read this book on sales, I'm gonna go read another book on sales. No, implement what you learned on the book, test it out, get feedback from it, because that's how you truly learn. Number 4 is actually having momentum and stop being lazy and procrastinating. This was literally the biggest change in my business, where one day I hit rock bottom, right? And then I went on, I missed a whole day. I didn't work. Usually I work 7 days a week, 24 hours. I go crazy. It's late right now. It's almost 2 a.m. here, but I'm still making this video, right? So anyways, right? So momentum will keep you going, right? Whatever, you gotta dial it in and make it a habit to finish everything, right? And what you focus on is what you'll get at the end of the day, right? So what I want you to do is stop being lazy, stop procrastinating, right? Yeah, I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll make that YouTube video later. Yeah, I'll go reply to that client later. Yeah, I'll deal with that problem later. Yeah, I'll deal with that thing later. No, do it now. And that's when it comes with a lot of habit, a lot of momentum, and a lot of practice. Because I've failed many times. I'm yeah, I'll deal with it later, right? And still, it happens sometimes right now where okay, I need to. And there's a lot of external things, right? Oh, I gotta deal with this, I gotta deal with that, you have to deal with so many things that are yeah, I'll deal with it later, right? So stop doing that. Literally, it was literally the biggest change, where I was procrastinating, I was just being lazy, and it killed my business. I was going down the slopes. I hit a certain mark, right? And then I was all down the slopes. So what I want you to do is actually don't ever lose that momentum. And even if you are trying to become this new person and your old self is trying to pull you back, don't let it, right? It's hard at first, but eventually will get harder as you progress, because as you get, the business gets harder, you get more employees, you have a more larger customer base. So it really depends on where you are in your online business. Number 5 is actually automating your online businesses. Now, online businesses are very easy to automate, since you don't need a lot of employees when it comes to that. Now, what I would suggest is having the automation, having the systems, the right systems and processing in place, right? And also hiring a couple people just to do the small stuff, something may take your time, but it's probably 5% of the things that your business needs. Stop wasting that time and automate it. Get somebody, pay them, and actually automate that stuff, so you save more time and you can focus on the bigger picture, or whatever your vision is of that future, or whatever your vision is of whatever you want to build, right? So focus on that. Automate your business. Save yourself time. See where can you save time. Boom, 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 boom. As a business owner, you're gonna have only 24 hours in a day, and everybody does that, right? Even billionaires have 24 hours in a day. You need to realize the reason they succeed so much, and they're very good, because they know how to automate. They have employees to do the work for them, so they save more time. But at first, you need to do the things yourself, right? You're always doing yeah, I'm doing the sales, yeah, I'm doing the ads, yeah, I'm doing the marketing, yeah, I'm doing the support, the customer support, whatever. You're doing everything. But once you start growing, I want you to hire people, right? And be hey, could you take this care of me? And I don't like calling people employees. I like to call them coworkers, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all equal, and it's a lot about relationship. It's a lot about building a trust with your team, and they're actually seeing your vision, right? So when it comes to that, I want you to do that, right? So anyways, those are my 5 tips on starting an online business. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, if you gained some clarity, some knowledge of starting an online business. And if not, just dislike or something, or unsubscribe. It does not matter, but don't actually do it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.